Welcome back. I think this is episode 6 of Rise of the Runelords. Awesome. Tonight we've got Alex playing Baron, we've got Chris playing Roland, we've got Nathan playing Tirana, and we've got Jonathan playing Justin. To recap you guys were requested by the employee of Amiko Kajitsu. You encountered her in the morning at the Rusty Dragon, and she alerted you to Amiko's disappearance, and then gave you a mystery letter from her half-brother, and her half-brother requested an audience with Amiko at midnight in the glassworks. When you guys came to the glassworks, you had first cased the outside of the facility. You found all the windows to be either shuttered or curtained off. Very mysterious sort of air about the place. Otherwise, though, the furnace was active. The smoke was pluming from the glassworks, and the majority of the people in the area kind of resounded that they just figured there was a secret project going on, or Mr. Kaijitsu, Lanjiku Kaijitsu, was working his people for something special. You investigated a little bit more closely, found that the area was open, so you made your way into the glassworks, and in your investigation you actually came upon the crew quarters, or not necessarily the crew quarters, but the living quarters of the staff here, and found that in that area, which I'm going to ping for you, down in this area, even though you can't see it because of the darkness of your map, the staff, it looks like they were slaughtered in their sleep. And while you were investigating, you also heard some familiar-like sounds of laughter and mayhem coming from the main forge area, and you deduced very quickly that there may be goblins here. For ease of switching over a couple people, the tag team of Kalia and Ruthard decided to hot tag Roland and Baron in. Roland, you came in. as Kalia and Ruthard are taking a lunch break. And you were quickly moved up into this hallway, and that's where we're going to take off for the evening, just to spare some headache about finding our way around here. So one of the things I wanted to just kind of mention to you guys, I'm not going to do that round per round movement anymore. I realized that was just kind of pulling teeth and making the whole exploration more laborious than what it really needs to be. So who is going to be your lead? And then when the individual opens doors, I'll be able to give my descriptions, and then if anything occurs, then I'll just set you guys up from that lead point. So who's going to be the lead investigator?
I don't know.
Whoever it is, you're the one. You're the one going to be opening the doors and being the first to see things or experience things. Just keep that in mind.
And we got a war priest, a magus, a fighter, and what are you, Chris? A paladin?
I'm a pally, yeah. Like a level 1, so kind of just a fighter at this point.
Lots of good options.
Well, you're pretty much all melee, except for a little bit of magic from Justin. So
I'll take the lead. Why not?
Very good.
I'm the young, silly paladin. He thinks he's invulnerable.
Well, yeah, you got the gift of your gods behind you. So I'm going to move you up to this location here. I'm just going to move you guys around just a little tiny bit.
Or something.
Okay, yes. So that room that you're in is the display room, and it's essentially this shop floor for the glassworks where the public will come in, choose their items that they want to have crafted or buy. But a lot of the cupboards are bare. And you're kind of thinking, this is a little strange. The furnace being full-blown works, but there's been a lot of stuff removed from here. Make a perception check.
Perception.
Everybody can make a
Right
perception.
Okay.
Well, you guys all rolled really well. Perfect. This is the boy squad. We're going to roll well tonight. So you guys kind of poke around a
I'm gonna
little
let
bit.
Sharon and Emily hear you that.
Yeah,
Hear you
well,
say that.
I'll make sure I edit that part out. So you guys take a tertiary look around, and with your excellent perception rolls, you kind of pick out enough little bit of tidbits of evidence, maybe a broken glass, maybe how things are kind of moved around, or half puddle of water that left a trace of a footprint behind. You start to deduce that little hands have pillaged everything in here. And just as you're kind of in that movement of deduction, you hear some smashing of glass coming from the main furnace room and high-pitched giggling that definitely puts you towards the thought of there be goblins in this house.
Or goblins.
In fact, where Jacin is standing, Jacin, you hear it the most coming through that door in front of you. All right, gentlemen.
I guess we're gonna go goblin hunting.
All right.
I guess we are.
I'm going to move you to that door. Which positions? If you guys want like specific positions, it's best to put yourselves up into that spot now before I open up the door. Just just in case something happens. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
That's the
Well, I'm already right next to it, so
Yep.
Alex, you might want to move up.
There he is. And you're happy there, Jacin?
yeah. Because you're talking about this door right here. Right?
That's the one we're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The paladin, taking a cue from his SWAT team around him, opens the door to the furnace room. And you can actually see on the door, it literally says shop floor. You open up the door and you step through. I'm just going to move you to an advantage spot so you guys can all see this. You guys rush into the room because, why not?
That's the way we are.
You're fearless warriors. All right. You can see the shop floor, the majority of it. Perfect. This room is a gruesome display of goblin boredom. The bodies of 8 murdered workers lie in various stages of dismemberment, and you see a group of goblins cackling with glee as they toss body parts into the central furnace. Another group of goblins are busy pouring melted glass on some of the remains. Please roll initiative.
Oh. I rolled 20? Oh, I rolled horribly. But I rolled.
Baron's going last.
Sorry.
Oh,
Really?
look at that.
Really, Alex,
Wow.
really
All right.
Yeah, I rolled a real bad.
So everybody can see
Thanks, Bob.
the goblins.
Mine.
I'm going to shift your view a little bit. Everybody is ready to roll because Jacin, you are up first, my friend. You see all these goblins just chaotic. They're crushing glass. They're, again, chucking stuff into the furnace.
Just a bunch of assholes.
Oh, yeah. Typical goblins, right? All right, you move to there.
And I shall attack.
Wow. That's a lot of goblins.
It is a lot of goblins. All right, that is a miss, my friend. I think that's that's a miss. Don't forget to plop it on your goblin.
Right.
Perfect. All right. Alright, so that was a move and that was an attack. So goblin number 1. He sees you all come in. We'll see if he actually does. Oh, actually he doesn't. He's too busy hacking away at a body at his feet. The two closest to you, they do actually see you, but this one does not. So he continues what he's doing. All right. This goblin way over here. I'm going to try and ping him for you guys. This one here. You see that he's working on what looks like a sculpture of a sitting humanoid, and he's pouring some melted glass on it. And he sees you, and he screams out, "Intruders! Intruders! The Longshanks are here!" And he drops the bucket of molten material, molten glass, and he runs up and pulls out a dog slicer as he's going to come to attack you. He just doesn't have the movement speed to get all that way. As he's saying that, the goblins now are alerted to your presence. They're starting to move. You guys have a lot of distance between them, so... Alright, that one there is just going to move and wait. Way in the back, one scoots over to a table. He kind of tries to hide behind the table, but you guys can actually still see him. He's very bad at stealth. And then I need Jasin. You can get an eye on this one, and Roland and Tirana, make perception checks, please.
Okay. Ah.
All right. Jasin and Roland, this goblin way in the back. Can you see that on the map? The ping?
Yeah.
Perfect. You see him kind of squeaks, drops the glass jug that he was just about to smash on the floor anyway, and he runs to the back door, opens up the double door, and scoots into the back room. And you see him run around some kegs, and it looks like he is escaping? You're not entirely sure. All right, now we have goblins up at the front here. They're actually going to do some stuff, which is great. This goblin up front here, he has a shard of glass. It literally is just a shard of glass. He was going to go smash it onto the floor, and when you ran in, he decided he's going to actually throw that at you, Jasin. He whips this glass pane at you, and it falls short by at least a good 5 feet onto the ground, and then it smashes all over. And it was a larger piece of glass, maybe about, a couple feet square, but where it landed has also caused a lot of shards of glass to be all over the place. So this area here, that's square, and I will draw out the square here. Whoop. Can you see that circle?
Yep.
That is considered an area covered with glass. So it will be difficult terrain for you if you decide to move through that area. He's done his movement. So this final goblin is going to charge up to Roland, And Roland, he has in his hand a pair of tongs, and they're red hot. He was poking into the furnace, heating them up. I'm sure he was going to do something craven with them, and he has decided that he's going to take a swing at you and try and hit you with essentially blazing hot iron tongs.
Great.
Yes.
Don't worry, he'll miss.
No.
Damn it.
Don't worry, he'll damn it. So what he isn't trying to hit you with it, he just really just pushes into you with these hot iron tongs, and they burn with fire. Oh, 4 points. He sears into your upper thigh, just missing your plate armor enough to actually, contact skin, and you scream in pain. You've never experienced anything like that before. And he laughs. I burn you, Longshanks. Tirana, you're up.
All right. Is that table like an obstacle or difficult terrain or what?
That is a huge marble table.
You can
So,
walk on it.
waist-high marble slabs with nearby wooden tables clutter various areas as you're seeing them on the map. And the furnaces are very active, and they burn with a hot blue light.
So would the table impede my movements in any way?
It would. You can't move it, but you can jump up onto it if you'd like.
All right, I'm going to do that, and that will put me in range of the goblin, right? Or would he have cover?
Which, oh yes, you can reach them from there. In fact, you'll have the high ground.
All right. If someone makes a Star Wars reference, I swear to God.
I just said it, sorry.
Dang it. Ugh. Anyway, that's a +1 bonus, right?
Yes.
All right.
Come on, you must know I'm your dad's friend. I'm going to say it.
High ground.
I knew someone was gonna say it. Alrighty. Colors number 1.
Oh.
That's a miss. Colors number 2. Also a miss.
All right.
I forgot to add the attack bonus to that one, but I don't think it would have mattered anyway.
They won't. The 11 and 7 would still miss. Roland, your leg smarts where this iron has seared your leg, but it's your turn.
Alrighty, well, let's smack him with the longsword. Okay, is this it? That's got to be a hit.
That
There
is
we
a hit.
go. And we'll finish him off. Maybe.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, he goes unconscious.
Alright.
And he falls to the ground.
I guess I can move forward a little bit. I step over his body and move here.
You got it. Baron, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move just to the edge of this table, like right about here,
You got it?
and I'm gonna whip a javelin right at this goblin across from me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good hit.
Nice.
Alright. That's damage now, or do I find damage?
Right next.
Actions.
Yep.
Damage.
You got it. Wow. All right. So don't forget to put that directly on top of the goblin, and I'll do that for you. Boop. And that goblin goes unconscious with a javelin stuck in its belly. He falls to the ground. All right. Good work. You guys are just mopping these guys up. Jasin, the 2 goblins close to you have been put down. Don't forget that there's that difficult terrain in front of you.
So 7 and 8 are dead, right? That's
Yes.
what the little
down
arrow means.
They're down.
I can reach. Jeez.
That's a miss. Do you wish to move?
Can we get up on this table, or am I blocking?
Yes, you can. As a normal movement, you can bring yourself up. It only costs you 5 foot of movement, but you can move up and then cross over and.
Okay.
Perfect. And now you've got the height advantage.
Woo!
Woo! All right, Goblin 1. Even though he's a short little dude, he hops up onto the other end of the table and he chucks glass at you
Jerk.
and misses. And it also falls short, and in front of you, the glass shatters all over, and another area right there is all covered in glass, and it'd be considered a difficult terrain for you as well. All right. That goblin moves to here, and he's got a dog slicer out, and he just takes a swipe at you, Jasin, from the floor. Oh, and he hits you. Oh, slices at your calves for 3 points of damage.
Jerk.
These guys are jerks. Okay, this guy can't make it, but he's going to run up. And he's just going to fire a whole bunch of junk at you. He's going to throw a whole bunch of junk at Roland. And misses. And it falls short. Roland, right in front of you. An area of shattered glass. In fact, there's glass like everywhere. Just these are like piled up and they're shards. And you have to be a little bit careful. Otherwise, you could hurt yourself by walking through this glass. This little gobbo will run up and clamber up on top of this table. He screams and yells and encourages his comrades to get the Longshanks. Get them, get them! This little goblin, he thinks he's the sneakiest bugger. And you see him kind of zip over here, and he's crouched down, kind of like he thinks he's in stealth mode, but you can clearly see him run across the shop floor. And now he's in around this alcove where this sitting statue is. This guy you've lost sight of. Sorry, I gotta try and do something here. There we go. Helps if I'm hitting the right button. Okay. Alright, that's the last goblin there. Oh, we got another goblin right yonder. It's going to go scoot there and then scoot there. Jasin, you're going to get an attack of opportunity. As he's got his eye on Tirana, he's just running past his companion goblin and past you, and is going to try and hack at the half-orc at the end of the table.
How is he doing that, Tyke? He's down.
You're absolutely right. That's a good question. It's, yeah, I'm cheating. That's why. Okay.
And DMs.
Yeah, you typically stated that it had a massive spear in its stomach.
Yeah, and he's dying. He failed his stabilization roll, and he is dying. Not dead yet, though. Okay, that one stabilized. Okay, perfect. Tirana, you're up.
Okay.
See, this is why I have players. You guys keep me honest.
I would try.
Can't get the high ground on. Is the glass difficult terrain, or is it like caltrops or something?
You're not entirely sure. Yes. And no. You don't know. You just know there's lots of glass ahead of you on the table as well as on the ground.
How fun. I can't do that, so I'm just going to get an opportunity on me. Okay, I jump down to the floor here.
Alright.
And I go for that little bugger.
You got it.
Cutlass 1 is a miss. Cutlass 2 is also a miss.
Wow.
Dodgy little buggers.
Dodgy indeed. Roland, you're up.
Alright, can I jump over this 5-foot pit?
Yes, you can with a jump check, or otherwise known as an acrobatics roll.
Yes.
I have no ranks in it, but do I still roll acrobatics?
Yes. Yeah. You can do that untrained.
There we go. Sorry.
Oh,
Apparently I'm going to fail that horribly. So, what's happening then?
Okay, so you try and stride over, and your armor, of course, it causes you to falter in your jump. It's okay. The metal boots actually crunch down on the glass, and they don't hurt you at all. If you do step on this glass and it actually pierces your boots, they act as caltrops. And essentially, they will decrease your speed for quite some time unless you get healing. So kind of keep that in mind, boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you now have moved up 5 feet anyway because you're standing right on the glass.
I will. Jeez, I don't know if I should move again. I don't want to be in range of that. He's going to move into me anyway, so. If I move into the next square, is that other guy going to get an attack of opportunity?
The one that is completely adjacent to you will, because you are in a threatened square from him right now.
Okay, then I'll just swing at this guy. Action. Hopefully I hit, I'll just down a little, but never mind.
You know, crunching into that glass kind of threw your game off completely.
Yeah.
Baron, you're up. You guys are slowly pushing northward.
Alright. Gonna approach a little over here. Can I throw a javelin at that goblin across the table?
The ones that's right next to Jasin?
No, the one on the end.
You can, yes. He's completely in the clear. There's nothing protecting him.
Alright.
Oh,
Ah.
but your javelin goes wide. The other goblin standing down on the other table watches it fly by him too. Wow, what is that?
It's the bird. I don't know, goblin bird. I think birds are inside.
Jasin, you're up.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, and he hits.
Good, one of us had to. We were not doing well.
Yes.
Gonna kill these guys. One paper cut at a time.
That's right. You stab down and you get the goblin in his trapezius, and he's like, "Ah! I'll get you for that." So this goblin at the end of the table that you just threw the javelin at, Baron, he is actually going to jump and try and do a flying tackle onto Roland, because that's excellent tactics in the brain of a goblin.
Right.
And he's got his dog slicer out, and he's going to just see what happens.
I don't think he's doing anything. He's gonna fall face first into that fire.
Okay.
You failed that miserably.
Yep. So, this brave goblin on top of the table screams blah at you as he's pulling out his little goblin slicer, launches himself off the table in almost heroic fashion, smacks up against your armor, and just goes and slumps down to the ground at your feet. And he is now prone at that position. And you were not affected at all by his great
Just
little...
bounced off my shield.
Yeah. Yeah. You were just like, yeah, okay. The one goblin who's next to Jasin, he's trying not to laugh at his friend because that was kind of fun. But he's going to take a swipe at Jasin with his dog slicer. Try and return the favor, and he misses. But he's not dumb. This big old orc is bearing down on him, and he's going to take a 5-foot step out to that position. Goblin number 3 is in position to try and cut the paladin. And he misses. And he's, of course, giggling at his compatriot who's down on the ground. Goblin number 4. He scoots down off the one table, gets up onto the other side of the table, and he's going to hurl a whole bunch of glass at Jasin, since you're right across from him, and he misses. And it actually just goes right past you. It's just a big old piece of... it's a pitcher, actually, that just goes flying by your head. Our sneaky little goblin... Oh. Make perception checks, please.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you lose... Oh. Sorry, that was not the right goblin.
Sorry, just trying hot links. Apparently works.
Oh, excellent. Good. Goblin 7. He is still hurt.
Dropping a package
Oh,
up.
now he's stable. Tirana.
Alright. Is that goblin across from Baron still up?
Yes.
With the yellow?
The yellow dot is still up.
Okay. I move there. And I take some swings. There's a 1. There we go.
Finally.
And that's my good one, too. Wait a minute, don't these things have 6 health total?
Yeah.
Shit. Lops his head off.
Yeah. That one really hurt that poor little thing. I don't think it's enough to kill him, though. Let me check something real quick. I just have to check their constitution. Ooh. They're hurt, but he's not dead yet.
Yeah.
He's just unconscious.
Down but not out.
Down, but not out.
Yet.
Yes. He flumps to the ground after a wicked slice from your cutlass.
And that's all I can do.
Rolling. You guys are winning the day. All these little green things are dropping like flies.
Alright, I'm gonna go after number 3 here. Come on! Jeez. Alright, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. If you squeeze like a 5-foot step closer to the furnace, you might let Baron through to fight with you side by side.
I don't know if I can. I try moving. He's going to jump over the glass as well.
Yes, he will have to.
Good luck, Alex.
But Roland has
javelin.
Yeah, Roland has opened up the area for you, Baron. You can either move up or, well, whatever you'd like to do. But you've got a space to go through if you want.
Yeah, I don't know about my acrobatic skills.
Yeah, mine was -5. I shouldn't have rolled.
Yeah, typically when you have armor, your acrobatics probably not that great.
Yeah, I don't have a ranking. No, I'm out of javelins. I could still try to move across the glass, right?
Yes, and you don't have reach with your spear, do you? That's not... No, it doesn't have reach.
No, besides that, it's one-handed, but it lacks reach.
That's right. If you get up on the edge of the table... Okay, yeah, move there, and... Oh, sorry. I accidentally clicked off that, so I'm going to move you up to where you wanted.
Alright.
I need to check something real quick. Yeah, that's not enough to... You crunch through the glass with your boots on, and no effects from the glass. Go ahead and make your attack. Are you going to attack the one that's prone, or... Yes, you'll have to attack the one that's prone.
Yeah, I'm going to point my spear at it and thrust down on its head.
You got it. Oh. Go ahead, damage. It's not like you're going to really miss him. Ah, yes. You incapacitate this poor little goblin. Just in. There's only 2 goblins left. One directly across from you on the table, and one that's just beside the furnace. All the rest are incapacitated.
For me to move to, I guess, here,
Mm-hmm.
what do I need to roll for that?
Acrobatics check, please.
Okay.
Oh,
There
really
you go.
All right. So you manage to kind of scoot around the large shards, and you don't get any sort of risk of getting cut.
Awesome. Alright.
my goodness.
And then one of these.
Oh,
Wow.
Look at that.
So the Magus proved that he can actually do damage.
That's right. Take a picture. It'll last longer.
It just takes a long time for him to actually do it. All right, there is one little goblin left. All right, we'll see what happens.
well, we
with
know
that
there's
guy.
more.
Oh. Ugh,
2 1s in a row.
that's terrible. I know.
Good roll in there.
My goblins are
sure.
not doing well.
We're happy for you.
You're happy for me. Why, thank you. Oh, at 18, we die. I gotta keep track of all this stuff. All right, goblin number 3. Here he is. He's alive. I'm alive. He moves up 5 feet. He takes that swipe at the paladin. And he misses. Goblin 4. Fails. Ah. Sorry. All right, we're good. That goblin, I believe, is stable. Good. Stable. All right, Tirana, you got lots of goblins lying on the ground. All of them are still, groaning, moaning, holding their guts in. Some of them are unconscious, but they're definitely in the stages of dying or unconscious. You're not entirely sure if they're stable or not, but you can finish them off if you wish.
Yeah, I'll finish off the guy immediately east of me.
Are you going to do a coup de grace?
Sure.
Critical damage, please.
Damage?
Well,
Okay.
it's an automatic hit, and you do double damage.
Okay.
Yeah, he dead. He dead. That's Goblin 7, right?
Yep.
With a good vicious swipe, it just whoop, and you just cut right through what's remaining of his belly, and there's now 2 halves of that little goblin. Roland, you got one
All
live
right.
one right beside ya.
One right there. That looks like a hit.
It's a hit.
This should finish him off. Hopefully I rolled well, maybe not. Damn it.
He's still alive. This is the toughest goblin of them all.
Feels like it.
Yeah. Okay, are you going to move at all, Roland, or are you going to stay there?
No, just stay there.
You got it.
Alex will probably finish him off.
Baron.
Alright, so there is a clear line between me and this goblin.
Yes, you can attack it.
Alright. I am going to try and do something fun. And I'm going to attempt to shove it into the furnace behind it.
Nice. Then you're going to make a bull rush. Do you have improved bull rush as a feat?
Improved bull rush. Would that be in skills?
That's a feat. That will be in your abilities section.
Abilities.
Yeah, I do not have that.
Okay, that means you can still do it. That just means it gets an attack of opportunity against you. You're allowing the attack?
Sure.
All right. Atta boy.
He rolls another 1.
I will not roll
Nice.
another
He's
one.
gonna roll. He's gonna roll a 20.
That's right.
I mean, he's due.
No, not even close. Not even halfway there.
Just 14 off.
Just 14 off. Okay, Baron, he sees you coming out of the corner of its eye, and he just kind of takes a wild swipe and misses you, and now you can bull rush him.
Yes, and
I gotta look up the rules for bull rushing.
yeah. I was gonna say, can I just do a shield bash? But that wouldn't really work.
We could just do the bull rush. It's fun that way. Okay, so make a melee attack at your highest base attack bonus.
Melee attack. Where do I find that?
So yeah, do a shield bash. That's kind of easy. That's what you're going to use.
Shield bash.
Oh. Of course,
Just launches that thing into the.
So you just pull up your shield right close to your body, and then you just smash into this goblin. You hear its skull and bones crack under the pressure of your shield. You know you've already killed it, but you push its lifeless body all the way into the furnace, and what little breath it had left, you now hear it like sizzling and popping and starting to be devoured by the molten metal.
Well deserved.
Goblin 3 is dead. All right, good move. Justin.
My partner who speaks Goblin's not here today, so I'm just talking to myself.
You are.
Secretly, I know the DM's reading, so it's okay.
There you go. Agreed.
So the only other one we saw of a goblin when he buggered off down there, right?
The one that went furthest, yeah.
There was a hidden one though. He's hiding somewhere.
Yeah, I just pinged the map. I don't know if you guys saw, but he buggered off. There was one that buggered off down there.
Wasn't there one like here?
Not sure. The other ones are all dead?
Yes.
Or are they like just...
All the ones around us are dead.
Dead or dying, yep.
Here.
All right. So you get into that spot and you are spotted with, or you see in the central alcove, propped up in a chair, is a man's body. And molten glass was poured over it. It wasn't a sculpture after all. Some poor soul was literally tortured to death with molten glass poured over them.
Nice.
Make a perception, please.
It works.
You recognize the overcoat that this body is wearing. It is Papa Longiku, the same guy that came into the Rusty Dragon 2 nights ago and accosted Amiko. He's been brought here, and he was obviously tortured to death. Molten glass poured over his body.
Serves you right. No, I don't know. The goblins, you're not like this guy.
All right. This goblin is still seeing if it's going to survive. He stabilizes. Yay! That one does not stabilize. All right. These goblins, some of them are suffering, some of them are not. Justin, please roll a perception check.
Ouch.
You see the goblin?
Yep.
All right. He loses his chance to surprise you, but he comes running out and he takes a swipe at you. That's a hit. These filthy little goblins, they still have a bite. All right. Goblin 8 is stable. Tirana. You see Justin goes up into the alcove. You kind of see him withdraw a little bit as he's kind of seeing something. And then he shocks a little bit and you see that something in front of him has cut him deep.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and go check. 1, 2, 3, and can I go up to there?
Yes, you can. And you see the little goblin that's been hiding behind the bench in front of him.
Alrighty.
Are you going to move any further, or are you going to stay there?
Oh, right. Gonna hold on to my magic for now.
The Magus
So I'm gonna
is in
move.
serious condition. You see he's hobbling.
Okay, I'm gonna move to there.
All right.
And that's a double move, so that's all I can do.
Yep. And you will provoke an attack there, okay?
I will?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you got to squeeze through. You're kind of squeezing around Justin and the table. And he's threatening all of Justin's square.
Fair enough.
So Goblin 5 is going to take a wild slice at you. And misses. It's all good. Rolling.
How far can I move? 20, so 4 spaces. Damn it.
But you can do a double move.
I can't see the goblin from here, right? It's hidden.
No, he's hidden behind the table.
I move to there. I can kind of jump over the table, jump like,
Sure.
I can do that.
I'll allow it.
And can I shoot a crossbow at him?
You can see it. It's got some cover from Justin.
Then if it's too risky to hit Jasin, I'll just hold off.
Okay. You can move again if you like.
Take the chance.
Well, what if I can't? Well, can I get up on this table?
Yes, you can.
I'll do that. I still won't be able to do anything because I've already did my second move.
Yes, correct.
But at least now I can take a shot when I need to.
Correct. All right, Baron. So the goblin that's directly across from you on the table on the ground has a javelin stuck in it. If you want to reload.
Yes, I would like to retrieve my javelins.
Okay. So you can retrieve one just across the way. You just have to get to the other side of the table. All right.
Hey.
I need you to make an acrobatics check because there's lots of glass on that table.
Oh, alright. It's a -4.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oh, you rolled how I rolled.
That's okay. You actually clamber up, but you've got your gauntlets on, you've got your armor on, and you're kind of trying to do like the Starsky and Hutch slide across the hood of the car sort of deal.
They don't know what Starsky and Hutch is.
That's true. You're trying to do the cool cop slide across the top of the car. And
Oh, yeah. I got that from context.
okay, oh, very good. You go through the glass, but you're lucky where you don't actually get cut by it, and you're on the other side, and you are able to retrieve one of your javelins.
Yay. Where was my other one again?
It's way down by where Tirana is.
Oh, okay.
It's right down here where the pin is. All right, Justin, this little devil has cut you pretty good. All right. Would you like to withdraw? Okay, good.
Right, I can do that. A 5-foot step.
Yep. All right. All right. Just as you're withdrawing, Jasin, you see a man come walking through the far double doors. I'll show you what he looks like in a quick second.
Suto Kajitsu, eh?
Suto. That's exactly who that is.
I know, that's what the game says.
Yeah, that kind of helps, eh?
It does. It doesn't come up as unidentified.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't have his image preloaded, so you have to just bear with me here real quick.
You should be sorry.
I know, eh? Oh, I suck as a GM.
I would tell him that all the time and everything.
There you go. He looks like that. He is brandishing a short bow. He comes into the door with, hatred in his eyes, and he draws his bow and shoots at Tirana, who is the closest target from him. And the arrow hits Tirana. Ooh, a good hit. Wow.
Felt that one.
Felt that one for sure. Okay, Goblin
Yep.
1. Stable. Goblin 2. Goblin 2 is now dead. He expires. So the little goblin at your feet, as you pull out your javelin, Baron, that's enough to actually kill him. He's like, and he gurgles his last. And Goblin 5, all right. So this one here, he's got a choice. Who's he going to go after? Actually, he's just going to go after the big half-orc that just got arrowed. And he rolls one. He smashes his dog slicer against the floor. It shatters. And now it's looking there kind of dumb looking at you. Uh-oh. Indeed.
Is it my turn, or is it still the goblin's turn?
We're still working through my goblins. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Alright, Cutlass number 1. That's a miss. Cutlass number 2. That's a hit.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Minimum damage.
Minimum damage. You do not put him down. Alright, that's it for you.
Yep.
Rolling.
If I move to here, I can hit him.
There you go. Absolutely, you can.
Hopefully finish him. If I can actually hit. So, wow. At least I look pretty.
You jump down off of the table, you stumble, and as you're trying to catch yourself, you smash yourself in the face with the pommel of your sword, and you're seeing stars.
Epic.
You are stunned until the end of your next turn. So
Okie dokie.
I will find the stunned. There you are. Stunned effect. All right.
Shouldn't it say stunning?
Stunning. Do you have the charisma for that?
No, I don't.
Then it's definitely stunned. All right, Baron. Your compatriots up at the front are either tripping all over themselves or, getting beat up by a lonely goblin.
I see that. They are kind of crowding that hall, so I don't think I can approach them. quickly.
Yeah, you're piling up.
I'll get a vantage point by heading onto that table.
Yeah.
And I cannot see.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
There you go. Okay. How's that?
And yeah.
And we'll say that you're still on the table and that you've got the high ground.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That archer over yonder.
Yep. Tatsuo.
Is there something? Is something blocking my path there?
He's beside another marble table, but you've got a clear shot at him. It's, however, beyond the range of your javelin.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do the throw. You still can. Just your javelin has a 10-foot range. So after 10 foot, it becomes a +2 to harder to hit him. And at 2 beyond that, another +2, etc., etc. Right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it at the goblin.
Okay. And you miss it.
Yeah.
So within the crowd, you find a quick little opening. You throw your javelin through the opening, but you miss the little guy. Jasin.
Do I have a clear shot for the goblin?
For what? Your bow or your sword?
Well, I guess for sword, can I move over to here? Or
I'll allow you to squeeze through, and that's 10 foot, so that'll be the limit of your movement. But yes, I'll allow that. There you are.
I should.
Finish him.
Ah! You hit him!
There we go.
Excellent.
Rocket.
And that little goblin falls to the ground next to his broken dog slicer. Alright, it's Suto's turn. He zips up to behind this table. He's going to take a choice as to who. So 1 and 2 will be Tirana. Actually, to make it very easy, he's got all 4 targets. We'll go Jasin is 1, Roland 2, Tirana 3, and Baron is 4 on a die 4. Tirana, he goes for you again.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Might not be good. Ooh,
Another hit.
right for a 1.
There's 3 damage to Tirana. Another arrow lodges into your body. You wince in pain. This guy, he's pretty good with a bow.
I got that.
That goblin's stable. That stabilizes. Ooh.
Hmm.
Sorry, that was that guy. Okay.
Gonna move over here and cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay. Go over to there. Cast your spell.
I'm trying to remember how to do that.
Okay, so in your actions, you've got Cure Light Wounds. Remember, open up the gear.
Yep.
And there's your heal. So click, drag that
Okay.
onto yourself.
Alrighty.
Oh,
and I'm
what
about
a shit.
yeah.
No,
The downside of the earliest healing spell.
not the time to roll a 1.
Nope.
All right, I roll on. You kind of shake your head and you clear the stars, and you're just like, oh, wow, that, ooh. You're no
Yeah, it said
longer.
I couldn't go until the end of my next turn.
That's correct. You're no longer stunned.
So that's my turn.
Yep. Baron. Even
Righto.
though.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Let's say I were to charge. Would that give me any benefits?
Yes. So if you were to charge, you would get +2 to your attack, but then you would also take a detriment to your armor class because you're kind of recklessly running at your opponent.
Okay. What if I do it shield first?
It's still considered a charge. Same sort of thing applies.
Okay, so that doesn't affect my movement at all?
You can move up to twice your movement speed as a charge in a direct line. Whereas from there, I'll allow it. All I'll ask you to do is when you're jumping off the table to do an acrobatics check to kind of stay on your ground, and you can do your charge if you want.
So my idea was to charge this guy.
Yep. I'll allow you to charge Suto.
Alright, so do I move and then make the acrobatics check?
Make your acrobatics check first.
Find it quick. Acrobatics. Even roll. Hold on. There we go.
All right. It was just a quick little jump down, but you do it in a running sort of charge, and you don't trip yourself up. Move yourself to your target.
Gonna move him right over there.
And that's within your 40 foot, and then you can make your attack. So on your modifier, put a +2 if you're able to do that.
That's in the corner here, right?
Yeah.
Do I have to put the plus, or is it just the 2?
You
Okay.
scroll up to +2
I got it.
and make your attack.
I'm going to stab him right in the side. That sucked.
Are you though?
That was a miss.
It was close though.
Yeah, it was close, was it? Yeah, not really.
No.
Okay.
I think it was.
Just in, you see Baron just roar and run off the table and go charging at Suto, which is going to kind of eliminate him from using his bow, which is good tactic and that. What would you like to do? Oh my
Go.
goodness.
DI.
What is
That's
that?
right. Suck a dick.
What is that?
That's a mic drop.
How did you roll 3 die 6 for a critical? These critical fumble tables. Damn it! Ah, wow. You repay Suto's arrow to your compatriot twofold by placing one directly into his gut. He screams in pain. It's now his turn. He drops his bow. He has only his fists, and he just goes and pop pop, hits twice at Baron, and misses both times.
I saw your dice glow. I'm like, oh fuck, he just got like a crit.
No,
Is
they
it like some special?
totally missed. And, didn't even come close to the fact that even he has a -2 to his armor class. It doesn't help any at all. Typical rule. He is going to take a 5-foot step out away from the table. And that's his move. All right. He's stable. Stable. Oh. Sorry. Move that there. All right, Baron, you see another goblin come scooting out from around the table, and that's the limit of his move. Tirana.
Correction, I don't see Jack.
Oh, you don't. Nope. There you go.
There. I see him.
Alright. I hear the bow clatter on the ground, and I heal myself up a little bit at least. Where's my max? About there.
Okay. You can do another move action if you wish.
I could. If I moved there next to Baron, would I provoke attack of opportunity?
No.
Okie doke, I'll do that. And that's a double move.
Roland,
I'm up and moving again.
you got it.
Let's move to there. Can I see the goblin?
You can.
Alright, I'll shoot that little bugger.
You got it. As you're running up, you pull out your bow and miss it.
Damn it.
Baron, this half elf in front of you has got some pretty deft hands. You might even say that his hands are deadly weapons.
Is that a reference?
Because he's not a martial artist by any.
He kind of is a martial artist. That's what I was kind of referring to.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, all right.
I think some others may have missed that.
Okay.
I did not get that.
Okay, he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. Does that help?
Oh, he's Bruce Lee.
Turn into Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu
Next
Panda.
to monk.
Yeah. The dragon warrior is inside you.
God.
That was the reference I got.
Hey, all the dads in the group.
All right,
Okay.
Baron, your armor class is back to normal. You can attack as normal.
He's making funky noises. I'm just gonna try and stab him.
Sounds like a good plan.
And I stab him.
Yeah.
Stabbed him for...
Oh,
Oh.
looked like the 6 for a second.
Yeah. He's hurting. He's bloodied. Do you wish to do a 5-foot step or anything like that, Baron?
I'm good where I am.
Okay. Because just saying, if you make a 5-foot step down, you can start positioning so that people get clear shots and maybe even help with flanking.
Does that work?
We call that a hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yes, that is a good tactical move, Alex. Just in.
Did he leave, or am I just can't see him right
You
now?
just can't see him just because of where you're pressed up against that block. So does that work? You can see him now?
Yeah, that is better.
Okay.
An arrow in his head.
It worked last time.
Great. I'll probably miss this time. I got a clear shot, or do I have to move?
It's a clear shot.
I mean, it is me.
Oh, that almost turned into a 2 to 20. Did you almost see
Right.
that? Just almost went to that 20. It's a miss, though.
I guess that's that.
Okay, do you wish to move at all? Done.
We'll hide behind someone more.
I feel like you're hiding behind me.
Yeah. I am wounded after all. Like I'm only have 3 health points left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would make sense for you to kind of be a little evasive at the end, right? Okay. Suto winds up and
Ooh.
Oh,
Ouch.
just smacks Tirana.
good night, Nathan.
Wow. So we'll do the damage, see what happens there.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, clunk, clunk. Down goes the half-orc. I was going to ask you to actually roll a fortitude save because he was going to stunning fist you, but you just went unconscious instead.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the next best thing from stuff.
Next best thing, yeah.
If anything, it's better.
It's better than the stunning fist, exactly, yeah. He does a 5-foot step back as he's laughing, as he's grinning in victory. This goblin now runs up to here as part of his move. He isn't able to get any sort of attack off at you at all, but he is kind of running up towards you, Roland.
Right.
All right, Tirana, let's see how you do. Will you stabilize? All right.
Yep.
There you go. At least you stabilize. Roland, you're up.
All right, I guess I'll just smack this little fella with my sword.
That little feller.
And I'm actually going to hit this time.
There
Yeah.
you go. Show that little fella who's behind.
And that should be enough to do him in.
So you're just standing there with your shield and sword, and you're like stunned. Not stunned because of the effect, but you're like, oh my god, Tirana just got dropped. And then all of a sudden, a goblin runs directly into your sword and shish kebabs itself. You're like, where did
Come on,
he?
I must have some skill. Like, come on, you gotta give me something.
Where did he come from? Would you like to move?
I will move forward. Well, I don't want to attack an opportunity attack, so I'll go there.
Okay. You could move up the other square and it will not provoke the attack of opportunity. To be adjacent to Suto. Yeah, there you go. All right, Baron. You want to move up to that 5 foot, I assume?
Yeah.
You've now got Suto cornered against the table.
Perfect. I am going to slash right across his stomach.
That's a hit. Good work.
And then worth.
Oh, wow.
9 damage.
Wow. That is doing really well. Did that actually get applied to him?
It didn't, because I like
You rolled
my
it up.
finger and it dropped as soon as I picked it up.
Okay. He goes, he's obviously gotten rocked by that cut. He's still standing though. Just in. Oh, there you go. Magic.
Aw.
But he takes 2 damage.
You only get one missile.
No more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm too low level.
Yeah, that's the only sad part about low level, right? Like, you'd think that they'd beef it up just a little bit, but it's the tried and true. It's Magic Missile. All right.
That's right.
So he has an option here. He's going to... Actually, he's going to retaliate against you, Baron, because you just literally sliced him pretty hard. So he is going to strike you. And that misses. Dang it. Okay, so he's going to try and get fancy. And he does. And he vaults up onto the table without provoking attack of opportunity.
Be fancy.
That's where he is. And he does a little side tussle and a little bit of a flip or a hand push. And then he's up on the table, and then he just looks at you, Baron, and just does the beckoning. Come get it.
He hasn't hurt me so far, so I'm not fazed by this at all.
All right, Tirana is stable. She's just going to sleep this one through. Roland, you're up.
Yeah, wake me when I'm actually awake.
So,
All right.
tactics-wise, if either one of you are on either side, you will get the flanking, even though he's at high ground. Just to let you know about that.
So, like, if you're saying if I was over here.
Yes. It's more like a 5-foot step, though. It's not exactly there. It's just right there, kitty corner to the table.
All right, and I'll play the part of Anakin and try to hit him.
There you go. You don't get flanking, though.
I watched the movie.
I know, it's spoilers, eh?
Right? I have the high ground.
And miss horribly.
That is a miss horribly.
I mean, as I should have.
All right, Baron.
What he said.
So you see Roland. Roland looks your way, gives you that wink wink. I'm setting you up for flanking. Just take your 5-foot step forward, and you'll get the flanking bonus.
It's like, that's a 5-foot.
That's the one
Yep.
I'm talking about. Yep.
Yep.
So give yourself a +2 modifier.
+2. Tapped out. Whoops. Adjusting. +2. There we go. And I'm gonna take a slash at his big ol' feet.
Oh,
there you
no
go.
way. Ah. Them noobs and their rolls. Oh, man.
Damage.
Oh, nice.
Ouch. That you need to double that too. So we're gonna do this times 2 that, and that goes on Mr. Suto. Oh, with a sharp jab, and with the benefit of the excellent tactics between your group, you thrust your sabat upwards, and it goes right into the rib cage of Suto, and you see him shudder, and he falls limp onto the tabletop. He is unconscious. And he is now prone on the table. Wow. Excellent work. All right. What do you guys want to do? Effectively, I just want to do something real quick here. I want to see if he... All right. So, a couple seconds pass. You see him lying on the table. He's like gripping a hole in his chest, and he's like, you filthy, filthy heroes. Oh, you're spoiling everything. What do you want to do?
That's what we do.
I don't really know the question to ask him. Anybody?
You move up to alongside him, just in. Is there something that you would like to say to him?
Yeah, quick question outside of game. Who is this guy again?
This is Suto Kaijitsu, Amiko Kaijitsu's half-brother. He accused his father of killing his mother. And remember that story there where the old man came into the bar? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Okay,
a lot
so
of...
this is the half brother himself.
Yeah,
Is
and
it the
there's-
guy that we were looking for or no?
Yes, actually. He's the one who left the letter for Amiko, and she came to meet him midnight last night, and she's disappeared.
So I come up to him and I'm like, "Where's Amiko?"
Make a diplomacy or bluff. Or sorry, diplomacy or intimidate.
Awesome, right on.
We'll see how either aggressive or diplomatic you are in your questioning. Oh, that's pretty good.
Try that.
For a second, it looks like he wants to be defiant, but you get that look of, oh my god, I'm dying on his face all of a sudden. And you realize that he hadn't planned on dying. He definitely wanted to have a different route in his life at this point in time. He breathes deep. She's downstairs. She's fine. She's fine. She's just let me go. I'll leave. And you can tell he's hurt. If he doesn't get healing or stabilize, he's going to essentially bleed out on this table.
Do we want that to happen? I'm asking the rest of the group because I don't really know the whole story here, so.
But you're a paladin. He's a defeated enemy.
I can use my medicine on him.
You can.
That's about all I can do. Healing, I guess, is what it's called for me.
Heal? Yep, you did a heal check. What did you roll?
That wasn't me.
Oh,
That was me.
okay.
That is me.
Okay. So, Jacin, you kind of look over to the paladin, and you know the paladin is going to, take the noble route. So you place your hands on his wound and you try and staunch the blood just in time for for Roland to come in with some bandages, and you do some first aid and you stop the bleeding and essentially stabilize him, and he is no longer dying. Now, for all intents and purposes, we will remove all of our actors from the stage, except for Suto. There are some items on him. I'm assuming you guys are going to rob him blind.
We'll rob him blind, and then I'll bind his hands as well.
Okay, perfect.
Just because we healed him, it doesn't mean we trust him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You bind him up, and the fact that he is no longer dying. You check his belongings. He's got 20 arrows. He's got a flute, a really beautiful flute, actually. There's a potion. You find a pouch of gold dust, a pouch of silver dust. He has a ring that you take off of his finger. Jacin, you know it to be magical almost immediately as soon as you see it. There's a +1 composite short bow. Not a +1 magical, but +1 strength composite longbow. He's got a pair of silver earrings. Really nice set of masterwork tools. And he's got a journal.
A journal.
A journal.
A journal.
A journal.
And he's also got 10 platinum pieces.
Cool. Take it all.
Take it all.
Is anybody okay if I take the short bow, actually?
Not at all. I have a crossbow, so. Take away.
Does someone grab the journal?
Sure, I guess I'll grab his journal.
Okay. I'm going to share this with you. And as you open up, everybody can see the journal?
Yeah.
You guys kind of crowd around, so I'll read it out to you. His journal says, "The raid went about as planned. Few Thistletop goblins perished, and we were able to secure Tobin's casket with ease while the rubes were distracted by the rest. I can't wait until the real raid. This town deserves a burning, that's for sure. Rip Nugget seems to favor the overwhelming land approach, but I don't think it's the best plan. We should get the Quasit's aid. Send her freaks up from down below via the smuggling tunnel in my father's glassworks, and then invade from the river and from the glassworks in smaller but more focused strikes. The rest, except Bruthazimus, agree, and I'm pretty sure the bugbear's just being contrary to annoy me. My love's too distracted with the lower chambers to make a decision. Says that once Malfeshnacore is released and under her command, we won't need to worry about being subtle. I hope she's right. My love seems bent on going through with this. If nothing I can say convinces her of her beauty. She remains obsessed with removing what she calls her celestial taint and replacing it with her mother's grace. Burning her father's remains at the Thistletop Shrine seemed to have started the transformation, but I can't say her new hand is pleasing to me. Hopefully when she offers Sandpoint to Lamashtu's fires, her new body won't be as hideous. Maybe I'll luck out. Succubi are demons too, aren't they? And with that, that is a perfect time to end tonight's session.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for having a fun game tonight. That was a good fight.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Before we kind of close off, I'm going to give you guys your XP because, you know, things happen when you get XP.
Yeah, I think I level up.
It's quite possible that you might level up. I just have to make sure all the right people are getting the appropriate XP and not the ones that weren't here. So
Needs to be 617.
it needs to be? Is that what it needs to be?
No, that's what I'm telling you.
All right.
Why would I lie to you?
Well, you know, Suto was a pretty good award. Oh, you didn't get enough, Roland or Baron. However, Jacin and Tirana, you guys do level up. Because you now have 1,700 experience. Baron, you have 1,013. And Roland, you have 1,183. So you guys are just shy of your XP. However, in the closing of the evening, you guys go downstairs and you also find Amiko in the storage room downstairs. And because that is a story award that you get as well, because you rescue her, bada boom, bada bing, you four have leveled up to level 2. Dun, 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 dun. Amiko was downstairs in the glassworks, and while you were looking around for her, she was bound up and tied up. Looks like she was beaten, and she is revived very quickly. You guys remove her from the glassworks. You'll discuss things with her at the next session. But you also notice that there is a busted down door, and you can smell salt air coming from that area. And it was an old bricked up wall. And you automatically know that it's the smuggler's tunnel that Suto mentioned in his journal. All right.
Okay.
And with that, have yourselves a wonderful night, gentlemen.
Have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Great session.